Hello everybody, welcome to Open Heart with Shubhra, Ranjan IAS General Studies faculty members. Environment is very crucial for UPSC preparation. Not only for UPSC preparation, environment is very important to read, to study. So we have with us Neeraj Nachiketa sir, highly experienced faculty member for UPSC students. We welcome sir with a warm heart. So, hello sir, namaste.
Thank you, and very much grateful to Shubhra Ranjan IAS Academy, and I'm very thankful to you for this invitation.
My pleasure,
and,
sir.
I'm glad to be part of this session there.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, for UPSC, environment is very crucial.
Right.
So, there was 1 year where 20 questions, 30 questions directly asked from environment.
Yes.
And do you think the importance of this subject is increasing or decreasing?
You have given a very important insight here that if you look at the previous year questions and we see the questions asked from environment, UPSC is continuously increasing the number of questions. 20, 25 in 1 year, it has gone into that. Given the fact that when we read newspaper, magazine, or when we watch a television channel, we come across a lot of environmental issues there.
Yes, sir.
So, and what I believe, and I tell in the classroom also, that future governance will be determined by environment. Whether it's our food need for part of agriculture or energy security we require for the power generation, everything will come to environment, policies, programs, administration. So, given the fact this exam is of civil service exam,
Yes.
so our future bureaucrats,
Yes.
they should be aware of environmental aspect, not as a PhD scholar, but from the governance point of view. That's why number of questions will increase every year. It's not going to decrease.
Okay, the importance is only going to increase, but
Yes.
it will never decrease.
Yeah, that's what.
Sir, what are your credentials? Like, what is your qualification, and when did you start teaching?
Yeah. So my personal journey with UPSC and the teaching part started. I have more than 15 years of the teaching career in this subject, and I remember that when I started teaching this subject, I used to teach conferences, conventions, species, protected areas, all those topics. That time UPSC, like before 2011, right? It was
Yes.
only used to ask 1 or 2 questions.
Okay.
Then 2011, the change in the syllabus and
Yes.
the number of questions increased drastically.
Drastically.
Even I remember I used to teach about Ramsar conventions. But that time people used to say that he is taking so many hours and teaching so many things, but the question is not coming. But the turn of the fate, 2011 after that, lots of questions, whatever I taught in the for that, but this all started coming there. So I have a long teaching experience in this field, and I've been always passionate about teaching environment subject.
Environment.
Because I have my qualification, I am LLM in environmental law,
Okay.
and even as a practicing advocate with the Supreme Court of India,
Wow.
Delhi High Court,
Amazing, sir.
and gone to National Green Tribunal,
Wow.
NGT also there. Plus, right from my childhood and even now also,
Yes.
I've been very fond of teaching. So that motivated me to come to this teaching field. And not only I have this master's in law degree, but I'm also an engineer by profession. I have MTech
Okay.
in environmental engineering from BITS Pilani.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Sir.
At the same time, I'm also alumnus of IIT Bombay.
IIT
So
Bombay.
yeah, so that's what. And since given the fact that I love this subject so much, so I do a lot of research, a lot of reading in environment subject. So I love to teach the subject. If I get good students, right, I can teach them so many things of environment.
Student must be lucky. Students
Yeah.
are lucky.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
it.
Sir, how relevant is the subject today?
Correct.
Like, for example, 2011, there were so many questions all of a sudden
Right,
increased.
right.
And today, how relevant is the subject when it comes to the global level
Right.
and also the national level,
Right.
and how relevant is the subject in again number of questions,
Correct.
and in the mains also.
Means also there, yes. You have asked a very relevant question. As I said, governance, present governance and future governance
Yes.
will be determined by environmental factors.
Oh.
Yes, because what is happening now, worldwide, a lot of things are coming in: pollution, climate change,
Yes.
ozone layer, all this are there. And again, whatever the government programs and policies will be determined by environmental conditions. So I feel that environment subject in UPSC exam, prelims and mains exam,
Yes.
is going to remain relevant. Another very important dimension which I always say in my classes that environment is a multidisciplinary subject. It's linked with geography, then science, biology, technology, then agriculture, then come into areas of economy.
Yes.
So since it is connected with every area of general studies, so this subject will remain relevant,
So dynamic.
dynamic in nature. So in mains exam also, UPSC is asking question.
Yes, sir. In mains, so many.
Mains also, and not only GS3 paper, which has the mains exam a part of the environment part, but UPSC is asking environment question linked with science and technology. Environment is
Yes.
asking the disaster management.
Yes. Yes.
Environment with geography questions are being asked. So it is going to every paper nowadays.
Yeah. So it is very dynamic and
Yeah,
fluid into
fluid
many
in nature. Yes.
disciplines. Sir, many people have discussed and debated over Delhi pollution.
Right.
So, what you as an environmentalist, what
Right.
is your opinion? What's your take on this?
Right. No, you have asked a very important question, because Delhi pollution is a continuous every year. We have to understand two things here. One is that Delhi pollution is based on climate, because Delhi geographically, if you look at, is a inland. We don't have any maritime or coastal area.
No exchange.
No
of,
exchange of a part of it. Another thing is that it's surrounded by a number of states.
uh,
Rajasthan, Haryana,
UP.
UP, all these are part of it. And second thing is that here we have a very hot and warm climate, and also very cold and winter,
Yes.
right? So pollution, if you look at Delhi, I will divide in two parts. One is the pollution which happens in summer areas. Like for example, now February month has been recorded as a very warm month over there.
February.
Yeah. Now every year, because of the climate change impact, every February is becoming hotter than previous years. Summertime, if you look at the pollution of Delhi, that is because of the vehicular pollution, right? A lot of construction activities, all these are there.
Dust.
Dust, they're all. And a very important thing is that we only think of the gaseous pollutant, but we neglect particulate matter. There's again a big problem for Delhi. There's a part of the severe impact on health. Another pollution which news cover, Delhi air pollution during winter, bad weather, inclement weather, when the
Yes.
fog condition is there, smog is there.
Yes.
And one of the factor, the stubble burning in
yes.
the fields of Punjab, Haryana and UP and all this. But what I believe, stubble burning is one of the factors.
Yes.
We cannot say stubble burning is the only factor. Other factors of pollution is that winter condition,
Winter
the kind of it almost become like a gas chamber. Just get everything, the climate plus vehicular pollution, industries around Delhi,
Yes.
they have air pollutions and all this. So given this factor of Delhi pollution, yes, it is a concern today, and this need to be tackled, because Delhi has a very high population density,
Population.
and now if you look at more number of children and old age people,
yes.
they are affected by air pollution of Delhi. So that's where the concerted effort is required, both from the central government and the state government, to tackle this menace of Delhi air pollution. But again,
Some exhaust should be planned.
yes, exhaust should be there, and I always believe that green belt or trees, they're lungs of earth. Delhi need to have more green areas, and I believe that we should not always blame the government. That this is not that it should come at the individual level.
Wow, well
should,
said, very
yeah.
well said. That's a
Yeah.
responsibility that every
Yeah.
person as a citizen
Should be there, because we can just simply have our own terrace garden, right? Put plant in our own home. Even we are living in a rented apartment, something small we can do it. Society, resident association, again they can do something of that. I believe if Delhi and surrounded area get more number of trees, our pollution, Delhi pollution will reduce, because we'll create those kind of natural lungs for Delhi. So one area is that, and second, what I believe is that our lifestyle, like Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi has come out with lifestyle for environment. That we need to change. And what I found recent times, there are a lot of behavioral changes have been there, because many times we should always understand environmental problems have direct link with our behavior, how we live our life. Like school children, college student, they are taught all this, they part of it. But once we are into our day-to-day life, our practical life, we need to change our way of life to become more environment friendly. And it's very good thing is that today Delhiites ride by metro. So metro has become a very, very suitable commuting for many Delhi people.
Yes.
And lot of things are there, but yes, there are challenges also that we need to tackle. But yes, I am, as a person coming from environment, I am very, very much optimistic that things will change.
Things will change.
That.
So crossing our fingers
Yeah.
is one thing that we can do.
Yeah.
So Delhi Metro is a very good solution,
Correct.
sir, that can cut down the pollution
Right.
so much. And also you rightly pointed out, it should come from within. Your
Correct.
behavior,
Yes.
your approach also matters, not just the government,
Right.
but you as a person, how much you are
Yes.
contributing from your side instead of simply blaming
Correct.
the
That's it.
government.
Yes.
So, sir, what is the plight of Yamuna? Can you comment a few
Yes,
words?
sir, you have taken a very important issue, that Yamuna pollution. See, Yamuna pollution is a concern, and I really share my input into that. That Yamuna as a river, we don't see as a river, we see like a nala.
Nala.
यमुना में कभी खड़े हो जाए आईटीओ के पास, आपको लगेगा कि ये क्या नदी है. We don't see that. उसका factor क्या है? See, what are the factors? One factor is that the discharge of untreated sewage. Then again, Okhla has industrial areas. That again, this comes into that. There are sometimes, ghats are there. Very few people go to such Yamuna Ghat.
Yes.
Ghats are there. Then again, along the banks of river Yamuna, housing colonies are there. And sometimes, the kind of illegal construction, that all those kind of sewage and garbage, they all get dumped to the Yamuna. So Yamuna, you can say that this is a lifeline of Delhi, I think.
Yes.
लेकिन इसको हम लोगों ने एकदम बहुत ध्यान नहीं दिया है. Yamuna only becomes a river during rainy season, and that's another challenge. What happens when the rainwater is more in state of Haryana? There's Hatni barrage,
Yes.
so they release the more water there, and that time that Yamuna flood.
Yes, yes.
2023, half of Delhi was underwater because of the flood caused by river Yamuna. That time rainy season, monsoon time,
Yes.
plus the water discharged from the barrage from Haryana. So much was there, and particularly who are more vulnerable and who got impacted more, those who live near the banks of river Yamuna. They're low-lying areas. The colonies and the habitations, they got completely filled up. Even we have to call NDRF for rescuing the people there.
For rescuing the
And all
people.
this one. So Yamuna pollution is a concern, and that need to be revived. उसके लिए कुछ प्रयास ऐसा हो सकता है, because I am a wetland expert. I have my research field in the wetlands.
Wow.
And personally, I have visited many Ramsar sites there, wetlands.
Okay.
One of my research study
Yes.
is on making artificial wetlands.
Oh.
I'll give you a very important, interesting case
Yes.
study.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is one Ramsar site in West Bengal called East Kolkata Wetland,
Okay.
EKW,
Okay.
East Kolkata Wetland. Today, when you go there, it will look like a natural, but actually, that Ramsar site wetland of international importance, East Kolkata wetland, is a man-made wetland.
Man-made.
Yes.
Okay.
And you will be surprised to know municipal sewage
Yes, sir.
that get treated in the wetland.
Okay.
अंग्रेजों के समय में उस समय के जो इंजीनियर्स थे
Yes, sir.
उन्होंने कोलकाता को ऐसा डिजाइन किया, all this sewage water from homes goes through canal to that East Kolkata wetland,
Okay.
and then through natural like bacteria and bioremediation process the water get treated.
Amazing, sir.
And sir, you will be
Amazing.
surprised. Please visit anytime you come to Kolkata, go
Sure,
there.
Sure.
The same treated sewage water that is used for agriculture, vegetables and all, plus aquaculture. There's something called bhedi. Bhedi is a Bengali word.
Yes,
That
sir.
is aquaculture pond.
Okay.
सर आप वहाँ जाएंगे, हर दिन tons of fish production
Oh.
and vegetables that go to the Kolkata market, and they're very cheap. So that's what sometimes I say, Kolkata is ecologically subsidized city.
Wow. What a statement.
Yeah, ecologically subsidized city of the country. 8,000 square kilometer, thousands of family depend on that. So I have done my research on this particular area. Ki we can create artificial wetlands wherever the problem. Like one solution could be Yamuna as a solution there. We can create those kind of artificial kind of a wetland. Today is possible.
Today it
Through
is
environmental engineering it is possible. Which can treat all the sewage, garbage, and all the nutrients will again enhance the water quality of the river Yamuna. And we can convert the complete river into a real river there.
Wow.
So that could be one of the long-term solutions.
So that comes as a ray of hope.
Yeah, that is what we can do there.
Sir, yourself, you are a lawyer
Yeah.
and environmental related. So do you think some NGOs can constructive
Yes.
activism
Yes,
from
yes.
them? So how
Yes.
they can contribute to some changes?
Correct. Because see, sir, today in our country, we have many NGOs are there.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a few names. Wildlife Trust of India,
Yes.
WTI is there.
Yes.
Then Worldwide Fund for Nature,
Mm-mm.
WWF India is in Delhi only.
Yes, sir.
Many organizations are working at grassroots level, and they have been very vocal about environmental issues. And that has two ways. One is that comes to court, NGT,
Yes, sir.
or High Court and Supreme Court, where the court pass the guidelines and the order, right?
Yes.
Make the government accountable for taking some action. Second thing comes that such kind of pressure group, civil society,
Yes.
NGOs, also shape through media and other influence government policies. So we have a very vibrant NGOs
Yes, sir.
in our country. But we have to also take into account that these NGOs which are bringing in order matters should not be for vested interest. It should be for development of the country, that better environment of our country.
Very true, sir.
So that is what is required. And NGOs are working, but again, what we need is a constructive kind of environmentalism. I have found that when you talk about environmental activism, is very much towards protection of forest, right? The ecosystems, wildlife,
Yes, sir.
and then very little we see from the human development. But at the other side, what I feel is that we should always look into sustainable development. That means today, as a human being, we cannot neglect our needs, and we have to see the future needs also as a part of sustainable development.
Yes.
But at the same time, we need to protect our environment.
Sustainable.
Sustainability becomes very important. So we require those NGOs which are in constructive activism. They help in sustainable development of the country in terms of environment. And that's what I always say, the civil service aspirants, when they write answer in the main exam or when they are preparing for the exam, they should look into this particular approach. Right? This is what is required there.